So I'm back. I am back from Scentxplore. Had a blast in New York City. Now that I'm back, I guess it's time to show you what I got while I was at Scentxplore. I met a lot of amazing people. I met some incredible brands. And I got some amazing fragrances. So stay tuned because I got some incredible fragrances I want to talk about. I'm also going to show you a little bit of my road to Scentxplore, so you're not going to want to miss this one. Cue that intro. Going on, my beautiful fragrance family? Hope each and every one of you are doing fantastic today, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and helping you become a lasting scent memory. So New York City, Scentxplore, God, it was so much fun. I'm freaking whooped. Even though I had a blast meeting everybody, it is really good to be home. My legs are killing me from walking everywhere, but we're not here to talk about me and hear me gripe about how much my legs hurt and how exhausted I am. No, we're here to talk about some fragrances. I got a really big haul while I was at Scentxplore, and I'm excited to share it with you. So without further ado, let's get into Scentxplore's whiffs and sniffs. So first off, I'm going to talk about the House of Kajal. So I finally got to meet Mo over at the House of Kajal, who's the owner, and he is just such an incredible human being. We talked and talked and talked, and we got to know each other, shared contacts with each other, and I mean, he's just an incredible guy. George Zaharoff was right. He's been telling me for over a year, you need to talk to Mo over at Kajal, and I finally have. So I got a couple fragrances from the House of Kajal, and the first one I want to talk about is going to be Faris. So I've already unwrapped everything. I'll just do a quick box presentation, do all that jazz for you guys. But who cares about the box? It's all about what's in the bottle. And look at this bottle. Man, that thing is so reflective. Not easy to take pictures of, I'll tell you that. Got this awesome, beautiful cap right there. I mean, Kajal's presentation is gorgeous. All of his bottles seem to just shine because they're super shiny. So I've tried all these fragrances, so I'm just gonna go over them with you. You have this beautiful atomizer on Kajal, pressurized atomizer. It's incredible. The presentation's incredible, the fragrance is incredible, and I've had a lot of subscribers tell me I've needed to get my nose on this, and now I have, and I had to get one. Very masculine fragrance. I wouldn't call this and consider this unisex whatsoever. It's very masculine, though, you know, fragrances are completely subjective. You can rock whatever you want. Up top, loads of citrus. I love the citrus quality of this. There's this really nice pepperiness to it as well, giving that slight spiciness, kind of just like you take, you know, any kind of citrus and you just drizzle a little bit of black pepper on it, or I guess crack a little black pepper on it. Who drizzles pepper? Love the juniper. There is a really nice apple in here and this very nice opulent lavender. The lavender is what gives it this really nice, almost soapy quality, but it's not soapy, it's just clean. It makes this fragrance very fresh and clean, especially in the opening, with that slight spicy quality. In the heart, you're gonna get some rose, some jasmine, some more spicy notes like some nutmeg, some cinnamon, but that all kind of entwines with that pepper that you're getting off the bat. Also, right off the bat, get a little bit of this nice ambery quality, almost like a sticky resin, but it's really doing a good job kind of just sticking all the rest of those notes together, giving it a nice sweetness. So you're getting that citrus, the sweet, the spicy. Not too long into it, you start getting touches of patchouli, a slight powderiness coming from tonka bean, and then sandalwood and some vetiver. I love this fragrance. Now, I own quite a few Kajals, and this is a great addition to my arsenal. Honestly, this is signature scent worthy. This is one that I rocked actually, I think it was Friday evening, or no, it was Saturday evening. I rocked this to Mulligans, which I'm sure I'll show some pictures of all of us fragrance reviewers and other people that decided to join us at Mulligans. If you don't follow me on Instagram, well, you should, because you can see some of the live streams that I did with a bunch of fragrance reviewers and other people and the shenanigans we had at Mulligans. It was a blast. So much fun. But Faris, if you like fresh, spicy, signature scents, this would be a great one to add to your arsenal. In fact, I think anything from Kajal you need to try. I'm just saying you need to try them because they're freaking beautiful. So that's Faris. Now, one of these brands, I picked up 6 fragrances, so I'm kind of going to intertwine them in here, okay? So the next fragrance house I want to talk about is Primera Perfumes. Now, I hung out with Bader, the perfumer and owner of Primera Perfumes out of Kuwait, every single day that I was there. One of the most beautiful human beings, such a light in the fragrance community. I know I've talked about Primera Perfumes before, so I'm just going to show you one box presentation, okay? So the first one I'm going to talk about is Smokey Jazz. Now, this is the box presentation. All the boxes pretty much look exactly the same. On the back, you're going to have all of the legal information. On the inside, you're going to get a card with all the notes on it. If you flip this over, it's got all the notes on it. Right here, it says thank you, enjoy Primera Perfumes. And then the bottle will sit just like so in this very nice satin-lined box. Now, he has totally changed his box presentation, and I love the way that he's done his presentation now. But like I said, the first one we're going to be talking about is Smokey Jazz. Here is the bottle. Really like these new bottles. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually spray this right on the card. I have smelled all these fragrances, hence why I picked all these fragrances up. All right, here we go. Now, the notes are going to be red apple, peach spice accords, vanilla, chocolate, cedarwood, tobacco, bourbon accords, hinoki wood, sandalwood, patchouli, amber, wood accords, smoky accords, agarwood, and musk. Now, we all talk about Maison Margiela and jazz club. Now this really reminds me of a prohibition style jazz club, kind of like a speakeasy, where you could smoke cigarettes, you could smoke your cigars, and up top I really get those spices, that peach, that apple, the bourbon really comes through, nice smoke, and the smoke in this is kind of almost like a musty smoke, like, you know, if you were to walk into a bar or club back in the day where, you know, people can smoke. And you really do. You get that smoky tar. You get that cigar smoke. And a lot of beautiful bourbon notes. I love the bourbon accords in this. Oh my God. Because it's like a combination of all different types of bourbon. You're getting some vanillins coming off of it. You're getting some caramel notes coming off of it. And a lot of the woods. And I like the hinoki wood in this because it's giving it that spicy woodiness amongst all the other wood notes. Smokey Jazz is incredible. Now, I wore this last night. I had it on this hand and I also had another one on this hand. And I'll tell you what, man. This thing sticks to me like frickin' Gorilla Glue. The performance of his fragrances is fantastic. You know, I can't speak for all of them because I haven't given them all full wearings, but this one I have worn, it's awesome. It's an incredible fragrance, and I had to have it. So, Smokey Jazz, stunner. Frickin' stunner. All right, next we're going to go with one from the house of Mmasi, and it's actually from their New Yorker line, and this is High Times. Now, I got this little 10 ml. And I'm going to be honest with you, man, this smells like New York City. Truly does. Tobacco, cannabis, patchouli, possibly some oud in here as well. But the one thing I learned about whilst walking around New York City, now that pot's legal, marijuana's legal, holy moly, I mean, that's what New York smells like. It smells like a bunch of people just smoking the devil's lettuce. In fact, I'm pretty sure there were a couple people imbibing on the devil's lettuce while we were at Scentxplore. Either that or they were rocking High Times. But there's a nice, almost subtle boozy quality to this as well. A little rose sitting in the background. I sprayed this on that evening on my hand. This thing, again, it's a banger. It's a banger. Now, I know that they're only offering these 10 mLs on the Mmasi website. Speaking of which, every one of these brands, all these fragrances will be linked down below so you can go check them out. But yeah, High Times, great fragrance. Now, it is not exactly something that is just so mind-blowing that like this, scent profile hasn't been done. But it is unique enough and definitely unique to the Mmasi line. Now, you've heard me talk about Into Me for Him and Into Me for Her, which are fantastic fragrances, but a lot more fresh. This is rich, it's deep, it's resinous, it's got some beautiful qualities going on, and I like the direction that they're going with this. Definitely would be a great one for the winter. Now, when I talked to Shiamaka from Mmasi, which we had great conversation, it was so amazing getting to know her. She is such a sweetheart and just an innovator. She's just looking for new ways of doing things differently within the fragrance community. She said that High Times was basically what she believes New York City smells like. And honestly, I think she nailed it. So really good one. Definitely go check them out. All right, so now I'm going back to Primera Perfumes, and this one that we're going to be talking about is Lion Oud. I'm a Leo. I had to have this fragrance. And when I smelled it, I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. So here we go. Also, great atomizers. Love the atomizers. Oh my God. All right, so here are the notes. Jasmine Absolute, which you get a pungent blast of right off the top with some cardamom, which is your next note. Orange and dried fruits. I don't really get the orange, but I definitely get the dried fruits, which gives it a really nice Middle Eastern vibe to it. Almost like what Alexandria 2 does, but this is completely different. Middle notes, you're getting patchouli, chocolate, vanilla, sandalwood, salted caramel, and fir balsam. Definitely get that patchouli, but I get more of the patchouli as well right off the bat. It's giving it a nice earthy quality, giving it almost a little bit of that funky filthiness, with which I love coming from patchouli. Shortly into it, you definitely get that chocolate. The chocolate is nice. Now, this is not just a gourmand chocolate, but it gives it that really nice creamy chocolatey feel. And that salted caramel gives it, slight salty quality to it. Base, Indian oud, Cambodian oud, you're getting amber, musk, and oak moss. The oud is beautiful in this, and I know that he is using natural ouds, and I'll tell you why. Here's some Indian oud that he decided to give me, and this is freaking incredible. Very pungent, but I love it, especially when you take this and layer it with Lion Oud. Such a well put together fragrance. It's so impressive because it's so unique. It's actually so well balanced. I mean, it is, man. This is incredible. Lion Oud is my favorite out of the Primera Perfumes that I own and that I own now. So, man, so good. So good. I mean, it makes you want to slap your mama. Just saying. All right, next we're going to go back to the house of Kajal. And this one that I picked up is Almaz. Now, this is one of his newest. I think this is his newest one. I mean, even the box is so reflective. You can see my camera in it. It's crazy. Let me get my face out of there. All the all your legal info on the bottom. I mean, but again, who cares about the box? All right. So now, here's the bottle. Man, again, so reflective. There we go. Look at this. So the cool thing about this, so this little symbol right here, it goes all the way around the bottle. But it changes to doing it, so it's based on the moon. So it's all the changing of the moon throughout the seasons, or throughout the month, or whatever. I don't even know how it goes all the way around. One of his friends, or I think his cousin or somebody, did the calligraphy for the side. Ooh, here we go. So the calligraphy goes all the way around the bottle. I mean, look at the cap. Now, homage means diamond. I'll tell you what. I also have had a lot of subscribers say, hey man, you've got to get your nose on this. And they were right. Absolutely right. This one I'm just going to spray in the air. I've already worn it once since Scentxplore. It was my scent of the day, basically on my way back from New York City yesterday. Definitely a floral fragrance. Same atomizer. Oh my God. So creamy heliotrope. All right. buttloads of black currant are what I get right off the bat. You get a really nice raspberry note in there, giving it a subtle fruitiness, a little tart quality to it. But that heliotrope and the floral notes, man, this thing is definitely unisex, 100% unisex. Might lean a little bit more on the feminine side, but I don't care. You know why? Because women love how women smell. And if I smell like a woman, that means they're gonna love how I smell. And I love the way this smells on my skin. Further into it, woody notes, loads of musks, loads of clean, fresh musk. Really nice sweetness coming from a creamy vanilla, and you have a brown sugar accord in here. Man, this thing truly is a diamond. I mean, it's such a gorgeous fragrance. I'm gonna give it some more full wearings. If you wanna see me do full reviews of any of these fragrances, make sure you leave me a comment down below. This one will probably definitely get a full review because I stinking love it. And so will Ferris. I mean, it's a freaking phenomenal fragrance. But I think this has enough depth to it to where, you know, rocking it in the colder months with those musks and that vanilla and that brown sugar and the nice woods, that creamy heliotrope, the black currant just gives it a nice balsamic feel to it, so it's kind of thick. So gorgeous. Love the fruitiness in it too. If you like florals, you're definitely going to need to check out Amouage. Guess where we're going again? Back to Primera for perfumes. I have 4 more from Primera. I'm going to try to get through these as quick as possible, but the next one we're going to check out is going to be Vetiver Amber. Now, for all you Vetiver fragrance lovers out there, you're going to love this one, but you're also going to love another one that's coming up next, and that's going to be Royal Vetiver, but we'll get to that here in a second. Spray that right here. Here are the notes. Bergamot gray tea, clove, cassis, vanilla, bakor aroma, leather, which is a black suede, sandalwood and orris, patchouli, royal ambergris, oud from Laos, vetiver from Haiti, and musks. It's truly a beautiful vetiver because you're getting the vetiver kind of right up top. I know it's in the base notes. Yes, definitely in the base notes, but you're getting that really nice vanillic vetiver. Earthy tones coming from that vetiver, but it's also got a nice sweetness to that vetiver. The gray tea plays really well with that vetiver, giving it almost that mate vibe. So you're getting that kind of just green quality, like fresh cut grass. As it starts drying down, I definitely get that leather, and it's a very supple suede, like a black suede, just like it says in the notes. I don't get a whole lot of that bakor aroma on paper. Now I'm gonna have to try this on skin. I smelled all of these on paper, but I bet you anything it'll be a little bit more predominant on skin. I don't get a whole lot of the orris, like that makeup-y, waxy orris. But again, on skin, I bet it'll be there. It's just a really beautifully put together ambery vetiver because you're getting a really nice sweetness through it. Slight spiciness from it. A lot of that green, earthy vetiver. I mean, this is a vetiver lover's wet dream. And not just this one, but the one that's coming up next. I mean, very natural smelling. I see that he is using in all of his fragrances a ton of natural ingredients. Lots of musks popping off of this. Sweet green vetiver. I mean, man, so good. All right, so that's all right. That's Vetiver Amber. Now we're gonna move on to Royal Vetiver. Now this one, definitely, if you like vetiver, Royal Vetiver is one you're gonna have to check out. I mean, you've got to check this out. If you don't like vetiver, I wouldn't recommend it. But this is huge on the vetiver. All right, here are the notes. Neroli, bergamot, spices, cardamom, and pineapple. Middle notes, cedarwood from Virginia, Damascus rose, cacao, smoky aroma, and tonka. Base is Haitian vetiver, Madagascar vetiver, sandalwood, oak moss, patchouli, and musk. I get a lot of that smoky aroma right off the bat. And a ton of vetiver. I mean, this kind of reminds me, if you've ever tried it doesn't remind me. Let me take that. Taking that back. I retract that. It doesn't remind me of anything. But if you've ever tried Sultan vetiver from Nishne, I mean, that's got 4 different types of vetiver. You're definitely getting that Madagascar and Haitian vetiver right off the bat. It's almost got like, oh man, I know this is going to sound weird, but it's almost like Elmer's glue. Not in a bad way. I mean, come on. We used to huff glue when we were kids. I never actually did. It's terrible. Kids do not do that. Terrible idea. It's so good. The vetiver is just a blast of vetiver throughout. Lots of spices. Spicy vetiver. That cardamom is just spicy. I don't get a whole lot of sweetness from it. Loads of musk in this as well. Off paper, I don't get any pineapple or even really that bergamot. The bergamot's probably just there to pop everything off. It might be different on skin. It's almost a little leathery as well. It's good. This is, like I said, this is a freaking vetiver lover's wet dream. So good. You're starting to get that patchouli, which is adding an undertone of earthiness to it, giving it some nice woody qualities. Awesome. Royal Vetiver, I cannot wait to rock this. I think this is going to be a perfect one for the winter, for the cold months. This is a vetiver that is not really fresh. It's got so much depth to it. It's so good. So good. All right, so we got two more from the House of Primera. I know, I just freaking love this house, man. And Bader is such an incredible human being. Like I said, I hung out with him every single day. We had some great drinks together. We had some great banter. I mean, it was just an awesome time. Next one we're going to talk about is an aquatic, and this is Marine. All right. So, top notes, basil, green notes, lavender, mint, sage. Middle notes, freesia, iris, mimosa, violet, sea breeze accord, raspberry. Base, amber, oak moss, coumarin, patchouli, vetiver, and cedar. Now, this is a very interesting marine aquatic fragrance. I mean, marine, suitably named. A lot of salty greenness to it. You get a really nice soapy, fresh, clean undertone coming from that mimosa, the freesia, the iris. The iris is really doing a good job. It's not adding a powderiness to it. It's just fresh and it's clean. Nice floral notes just popping out. The mint does a really good job of blending in with the rest of the green herbal notes like that basil, the sage, but the mint kind of just pops off a little bit more. You do get the greenness from the basil and that really nice herbal tone from the sage. This is an incredible aquatic. Don't get a whole lot of like fruitiness or tartness from the raspberry, except I do get a slight tartness, and I guess that is going to be coming from the raspberry. I get more of like almost a tart floral quality. Have not tried this one on skin yet. I look forward to rocking it, especially coming spring and in summer. This would definitely be a little bit too cloying for the colder months, like actually very cloying, because it's a straight through and through aquatic. But definitely want to keep on your radar if you are looking for a great aquatic this coming spring and summer. Last but not least on my list is leather vanilla. Now, this one I rocked on this hand last night, and it's fantastic. Fantastic. Again, I smelled it while I was there and had to have a bottle. All right, top, dried fruits, bergamot, blackcurrant, and saffron. Middle notes, cashmere wood, Cape cake, vanilla, tonka amber. Base, leather accords, light tobacco, oud, and musk. Now, definitely get that cake accord, and I get it right off the bat. It's almost like a glazed bundt cake. I don't know what a Cape cake is, but that's what I'm guessing it smells like. Touch of like dried fruits kind of almost makes that, like turns it into like a fruit cake. And I don't really like fruit cake, but I do like the smell of fruit cake. I don't like the taste of fruit cake. Ugh. Saffron's adding a really nice leathery quality. And you really, on my skin, and when I was noticing last night, it starts out with that really nice, almost gourmand quality, then like quickly kind of turns into this really nice sweet leather, and it's a very well put together leather. It's very supple, silky leather. I love the vanilla. The tonka in this adds a slight powderiness as it starts drying down, probably about 20 minutes into it. And then I get the tobacco. I definitely get the tobacco in this, and it's a light tobacco, but it's almost kind of like if you took, ombre leather and mixed it with tobacco vanille. I'm not saying it smells like that exactly, but I'm just trying to reference like two fragrances that kind of you could smush together, and that's what it would kind of smell like. except the leather is a lot softer in this, and not soft like it doesn't project. It's just like a soft, supple leather. The oud is very young in this. It's not an overpowering oud. It's more like a white oud. Adds a nice woody, musky quality to it along with those musks. I'm really excited to start rocking this winter. I think this is a extremely well put together leather and vanilla fragrance. And I like that he doesn't really pussyfoot around the bush. He tells you exactly what's in the fragrance. It's leather and very vanillic. So you're getting a lot of nice sweetness to it. You're getting that leather, but the woods, the musk, that tobacco really balance this fragrance. Primera Perfumes is incredible. Like I said, I will leave Bader's information linked down below. He has not been or had distribution in the States, but he will very soon. And I'm extremely excited to see his business grow. It was great meeting Mo over at Kajal. If you have not checked out Kajal, well, you need to. They are doing something very special over there. Go check out Mmasi. Check out High Times from the New Yorker collection, or Into Me for him, Into Me for her. But that's it, guys. That is my fragrance haul from Scentxplore. Let me know if you guys picked up anything from Scentxplore. It was great meeting everybody. Thank you so much for all the love and support to all the people that I got to meet at Scentxplore. I met a lot of the fragrance family, and I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed, and it was so much fun getting to know so many great content creators, spending time with them, having some drinks with them at Mulligan's, because that's where we went every night. Shout out to Mulligan's in New York City. Man, every time I go there, definitely going to Mulligan's. So thank you, Sean, and thank you, Jimmy. Not like you're actually going to be watching this at all. But that's it, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's content, then do me a favor. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you're stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.
Yeah, that's right. I got a selfie stick. Welcome, Jess. You're on camera. Hey, this is Sean. Everybody say hi to Sean. He's fucking awesome. All right, so we're here at Mulligan's. We brought the whole crew here. We got Jess, we got Jay Callie, we got Autumn over here to the left, playing backup, whatever. We got Joe over here. We got Rico. What up? Welcome to the vlog, Scentxplore 2022. It's a lot of fun. We're having some drinks. Chilling. I let the hair down, so Rick over at RXO can't give me crap anymore. Yeah, right? Yeah, thank God. But yeah, man, so Scentxplore was good. Day one, done. In the books. It was fun. Met a lot of great subscribers, met a lot of great people. Got to finally meet this guy in person. He's just as handsome as he is on camera, if not more handsome. Jess is one of the funniest people I've ever met. I freaking love Jess. She doesn't want to be on camera, but you're on camera! You are now, welcome. All the other stuff are down. Alright guys, so we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to enjoy our drinks. Love you guys. Always remember you're stinking beautiful. Deuces!